Hello. Hello, hello. Welcome to Gerald Punk Plays Lonely Mountains Downhill slash what's the other name? Chill something. You could tell whenever I start a session of recording these because I'm just like, oh, what do I say? Maybe I should be a little bit more professional than that, but you know, I feel like that would ruin the what would it ruin? I don't know. It would ruin the natural essence of the thing. Alright, let's just go. Game's a little loud. Maybe just a tad lower. I know, like, the game tends to run a little quieter than my voice. I feel like that's kind of on purpose here. Hello? I hit that checkpoint, please. I was trying to adjust the slider just a little bit more. You guys ever use the arrow keys to adjust your volume slider? It's like pro strats, man. If a program doesn't allow you to do that, you need to use a different program. Yep, I got strong feelings about that. I mean, you might be expecting me to have more statements, but that's literally it. If it doesn't let you use the arrow keys to adjust, like fine-tune adjust anything, yeet that program, please. And never look back. Never surrender. Okay. I'm just making sure the quality on the recording is good as well. I just get a little bit nervous sometimes, okay? I'm using a weird way to capture these. I'm actually playing in 1440p / 165 frames on my monitor. Cause I can't enjoy my recording hobby as much as you do. You might be like, you're enjoying it more than I do. I'm like, well, sucks to suck. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend. I don't know. Someday we'll have 1440 recording and you'll be able to watch in 144 frames. Today is not that day. I'm eagerly awaiting for someone to go, the technology's already there. It's just it's gonna take a lot of infrastructure to support. I might actually, I don't know why I'm talking it like I'm saying it in like a nerd voice because I'm pretty sure that's the exact answer. Like YouTube just doesn't want to have to hold a bunch of YouTube videos, a bunch of videos that are just like people playing a game and hitting a rock nonstop, and it's like 5 gigs and talking about nothing. Well, I'm sorry, YouTube, this is the kind of game you got yourself into. It's crazy though that when you think about it, like videos that were uploaded in 2008 are still up. Like, I can look up me and my brother with some clan members in MapleStory taking down a junior Balrog and just like with the cheesiest music in the back. You know, we got the Sephiroth, one-winged angel, Sephiroth, taka taka. That song's not cheesy, but in the context, it's pretty cheesy. Yeah, but it's crazy, man. There's how do you reconcile that much data usage for such useless information? And granted, I literally just what's the word? I added or attributed, like I put the value in there by saying, hey, you could still look it up and it's there and we can enjoy it just now. But in reality, it's like, what does that actually add to the I don't know. You know, it's just taking up space. There's how many YouTube videos out there have 0 views, but are taking up, you know, X amount of space. And now I know YouTube does like an insane amount of compression, and maybe they have analytics where like if it's not getting any views at all, drop it down to like nothing. You know, zip file the zip file into another zip, into another zip. I don't know how compression works. You gotta ask Pied Piper. Let's see what they have to say about that. Ooh, that was a sweet ending to that to that run. Okay. So which one do we have to do? I think it's 2 and 4. Let's go check real quick. Let's just check and make sure we don't already have the achievement. Finish, nope. Cross all finish lines with pace breaker is still there. Pace breaker, pace breaker, pace breaker. Pace breaker. Okay. That's fine with me. That is fine with me. Fine with me. But yeah, software is a interesting beast. You know, growing up in high school, everybody was just like, hey, you should get into software because you're a nerd. You know, you like video games already, you should get into coding. Like, I guess they kind of have things in common, but I feel like people who get into coding are more like people who really enjoy, what's the, like, patterns and stuff. I am, okay, so like as a musician, I understand patterns really well. And that honestly helped me in school in general. Like, an IQ test is pretty much pattern recognition. From what I've heard, at least. I don't think I've taken an IQ test. I might have in high school at some point, but like that is a huge part of an IQ test. Is just like, you know, how many of these shapes are here, all right? And then 5 questions later, hey, how many shapes were in that one question that asked you how many shapes were there, but how many of them were red? You know, things like that. It's kind of like if you have a photographic memory, it just makes you have a higher IQ. Which, I mean, it might help you in real life and just in general. I think it helps people be funny. It helps people. In any situation, it helps you out. But also, I feel like the next level above that is what I enjoy a lot more. Is by knowing those patterns and then being able to subvert the patterns. You know, instead of saying, "Hey, how many red shapes were there?" You know, you could ask the question like, "How do you think the orange shape felt about the red shape that was next to it?" You know, the orange circle. What do you think its opinions on the red circle is? You know, I feel like the red circle is just a little. It was encroaching in its space. You know, and maybe it needed to back off a little bit because I feel like it just it didn't care at all about, like, you know, giving orange just enough space to breathe or just think. You know, you need to make sure that, you know, things like that. It's just, why would you think about shapes and motions? But aren't we all shapes? Yes. So what you're saying is you're insane. Well, it takes one to know one, sir. You're the one watching 135 videos of a guy playing a claymation bicycle game. It's a beautiful game. Look, don't try to make fun of me. I'm your audience. What do you want me to do? Stop watching? I mean, so instead of, you know, I recognize your pattern of watching. Shut up! Oh. Yes. Where were we? Yeah, people wanted me to be an engineer. My parents wanted me to be a dentist or a doctor, as most Asian parents are. You know, it's just, yeah, my parents are asking me what I want for my birthday. I forgot that was coming up. It's something that you kind of like, you try to ignore when you get older. It sounds sad. Don't let it come off as sad right now. But it's just it's a reality of life where you're like, all right, just one more tick off the checklist of my of my impending doom. It sounds awful, but it does feel like that sometimes. But also, I recognize like the awesome stuff that's happened this year, you know? And all the breakthroughs. Well, okay, so this year specifically is not the right year to say something like that, I guess. You know, that awesome things have happened this year. You know, I guess that's not... it's not particularly true. But for me personally, you know, switching careers, losing like 55 pounds, getting a PC upgrade. My kiddo is saying words now. She likes saying moo and ba. Those aren't words, they're onomatopoeias, okay? They're words specifically made to reflect sounds. So they're words. Get on my face. Get on my face with that. Okay? Capiche. Capiche bobiche. But yeah. Yeah, 27? I sometimes see, I'm not even joking. Like, I forgot what age I was. Yeah, I'm currently 27, turning 28. So, in case anybody's writing an I guess it's not an autobiography unless I write it. Can it be an autobiography if somebody else writes it and then I approve of it and then I make edits? I think that's still cheating. Hold on, there's a little bit of framiness. Let me just make sure everything is good. 165 VSync. Should we turn on VSync? I think turning off VSync helped out the stream though. I don't mind the skippiness that much. I mind it if it's in the video though. Why did you subject us to like 40 episodes of the Switch version then? I just wanted you to okay, so I wanted to showcase the Switch version. But I also wanted to have something else to do in Lonely Mountains besides go for all the achievements. Because I figured that would be a little bit snoozer. But obviously it's... I mean, I can't say it's doing well. Because I still haven't uploaded these yet. You know, I'm building up that backlog. We're playing Tony Hawk as well, five days a week on the channel now. We're just doing all the extreme sports. What, biking is not an extreme sport? Who do you think you are? Biking down a mountain of terror? And also the DLC is going to be on a volcano. Tell me what's not extreme about that. That's more extreme than skating in a confined skate park. I don't know. I'm not hating on Tony Hawk though, because that's the game that brought me into. You know, hold on. I think Extreme Sports on Game Boy Color was one of my earliest memories of playing a sports game. And getting high scores and just feeling that dopamine rush of just all of that. You know, I have always been kind of like awkward and large growing up, and I knew that I couldn't really like get into extreme sports in a physical sense, both in like a monetary standpoint, because this kind of stuff costs money, and my parents were not going to fly for that. But you know, $30 for a video game, and I am living the dream, brother. I mean, I could get into these kind of hobbies now, but are you crazy? I walk like 30,000 steps. I had 31,000 today. You think I'm gonna spend my evenings getting into extreme sports? Nah, dude. What about on your off days? Listen, we'll get there when we get there. I currently don't really have off days, bro. Bruh. And also, my hobby is content creation right now. My parents are asking me what I want for my birthday, and I'm like, in my head, I'm just like, I need 32 gigs of RAM. I need a new camera because my Logitech webcams can only do 360p for 60 frames. I mean, should I be worried that my camera like does 60 frames? I feel like if my camera is 30 and my game is 60, you could tell easily. So that's my answer there. But yeah, there's just, I don't know. But, you know, I'm trying to remember what they got me last year. I think it was one of those situations where they fused my Christmas money and my birthday money, and it's just a ridiculous thing, like getting gifts from your parents at 28 years old anyways. I don't know. Like, it's a different story if like I still lived with them. So just asking for a specific thing, like they should just get me something like that they think I need. I don't know. It's a it's a weird question. My parents aren't traditional. I was about to say Americans, but they're not at all. Well, they got their citizenship. Oh my goodness. I think that's the second time I've said that. Not Americans, but they have their citizenship. So I guess technically speaking, they're Americans. Yes, they are. In case you're wondering, yes. When you know, sign in paper and get the oath and do the test and yada yada yada. When you don't have just a green card anymore, you are a citizen. And should be treated like one. I don't know. You might be cynically thinking, well, what's the difference? I mean, it's a big deal. Dude, you know how many people were crying when we did all that? Like it was a pretty big deal. I don't know, bro. It's cool because it's kind of like a unique thing for me to experience getting my citizenship. Okay, hold on. Let me think. There's focus. Just a tiny bit of focus. Because I know this downhill is a little bit tough. By the time this comes out, my birthday's probably passed. So, if you're making suggestions for stuff that I should ask for, I apologize. Maybe like Amazon gift card. So I could just get whatever I want. Also, give Bezos some money. That guy is suffering, man. That guy's you know, he needs some help. He's crying. Oh boy, that's what I deserved that, by the way. Okay. Here we go. Through the river, through the woods, yada yada yada. And we're clear. Clear? Are we clear? Yeah. Crystal Dynamics. Marvel's Avengers. Okay. I got nothing. I don't know. My parents just I'm happy that they, you know, remember my birthday. Well, it's mostly my mom probably, because my dad always had to ask me. Whenever he's filling out one of those forms, he's just like, "Hey, Jero, wait, I know your birthday mo." It's in Tagalog if you're wondering. But now that I've disrespected my parents, I'm just yeah, I'm trying to set a good example for the whole world. I will go cry now. Thank you guys for watching and listening in to Lonely Mountains Downhill, to chill and study too. Appreciate y'all for all the support on the channel. And yeah, hope you guys are enjoying Lonely Mountains Downhill. Hopefully the DLC is butt-kicking action and goodness. If you guys want to watch other stuff, I'm live on twitch.tv/gyropunk on every day, 5 a.m. And then also Tony Hawk is up, Gyropunk Dailies. You got all the good stuff. All the good stuff for y'all. Good stuff for you. I'm gonna close this now. See ya.